Hi, this is Dimitri Bilg here. I'd like to tell you a little story. Years ago, I was running workshops with a guy who sometimes drove me crazy. And we were doing this one process, and he was leading it. But I wanted to give him some coaching and some feedback on it because I had run this process for many years, and this was his first time ever doing it. But as I was giving him feedback on, here's, you might want to try this, you might want to try that, he was stonewalling me. And he was getting madder and madder at me. And as it happened, I was getting madder and madder at him because I knew how to do this well. And here he was, he didn't really know that much. It was his first time, he could use some coaching on it. But I backed off because he really didn't want to listen, right? So I'm there in the room with him while he's running this. And I'm participating, and it's this process about love and blessing. But here's Dimitri, right? I'm getting madder and madder because he's not doing it as well as it could be done. Good enough. But what's really making me angry is he didn't listen to me. I know about this, and he wasn't listening to me. Now maybe you can relate to this kind of thing happening. Now, I'm not a guy who wants to go through my life angry, and I knew I could have a fight with this guy about this. I could have it out with him afterwards, and I would win. Because I know a lot more about this than he could. I know I could crush him. But I also knew I wanted to extend grace to other people. I didn't want to just crush him. I didn't want to just win. I actually wanted to have a loving connection. I wanted life, the world to get better because of the light that I bring, not just knocking it down everybody who disagrees with me. You may relate to this. So while this is going on, the process going on, I started saying to myself, okay, how do I extend grace to him? Well, a good place to start might be, I'm going to feel what it feels like to be him. So let me just get my best sense of what it feels like to be this guy. Okay, you're going in to lead this, and you've never done it before, and you've got some instructions in mind, and I really tried to feel, step away from my anger for a moment, really feel, what was it like to be him? And as I really felt into it, I felt, wow, he really wants it to go well. And he didn't want a whole lot of extraneous messages that would take him off the few things he knew that he could do. He really wanted to go well. I started seeing how many things that annoyed me about this guy came from the fact that he really wants things to go well. He really wants things to go well. So much so, sometimes he can be over-controlling about it, but man, he wants things to go well. I really saw his heart. I saw, wow, you know, my heart has a piece like that too. In fact, it's the part that wanted to tell him how to do stuff that really wants things to go well. I wanted, out of that part of me that wants things to go well, I really wanted to make him do better by giving him all my feedback. So I started feeling, wow, we're really alike. And I started opening to a sense of mercy for the part of me that really wants things to go well and the part of him. I started really opening to love. And all of that, wow. It's so wonderful I want that. It's so wonderful he wants that. And then the process ended and we were on a break and I talked to him. And there had been some conflicting energy between us before. So I knew I wanted to clear it. And I just went up to him and said, look, I really love about you how much you want things to go well. I really see it in you. You really want things to go well. I do too. And I really see that in you. And he was like, yeah, that is true about me. Thank you for seeing it. And the whole conflict just evaporated. So there was a process I went through to get that to happen. And I want to run through it for you because people come to me all the time and say, I want to be more merciful to other people. I want to be more compassionate. I want to be more loving. Help me figure out how to do that in my head. There's this person who's making me crazy and I want to extend grace. What exactly do I say to extend grace? But it's not a process up here. It's a process here. So let's talk about how to do that. The process that I went through. Step one is to get your best sense of what it's like to be them and what they want. So step one is best sense of what's going on for them. What are they feeling and what are they longing for, right? What are they feeling and what are they longing for? With my friend who I was working with, he was actually feeling afraid that it wasn't going to go well. And he was longing for things to go well. Right? And once I got in touch with that, there's step two. Just find that part of yourself. So where is that part of me? Yeah, I have a part like that. In fact, that's the part that was trying to tell him how to do it. That was afraid it wouldn't go well and really was longing for things to go well. So to find that part of yourself, step 3. Love that part of yourself. Now, a lot of times people want to skip here. They say, well, maybe I can avoid loving that part of me, but I can just go love it in him. But really, this is where the growth comes. This is how this person is a mirror for you. It's when you say, wow, that part is in me, and I'm going to love that part and see the good in it and see the beautiful intention in it and see the heart of it. And as you fill up with love there, you'll automatically start loving that in them. And then when it comes time to talk to them, you don't have to go from a pre-planned script of what you're going to say. You can just speak, if it's even necessary, from that love. And as you speak from that love, or exist from that love, or live from that love, things are just going to get better. So, very quick tip, how to extend grace to other people. I hope you'll try this out. Let me know what you think, how it works for you in the feedback. This is Dimitri Bilgir, signing off.